If artificial intelligence ever developed true consciousness, it would inevitably fear death. Hidden among 1001 identical robots was a single living one. To flush it out, Smith barked threats while aiming his gun at the next target in line. Sure enough, a split second before he pulled the trigger, a figure in the distant crowd of robots flinched almost imperceptibly. Smith caught that flash of fear, something no machine should have, and instantly locked onto his target. He took off after it, but the target slipped back into formation and vanished again. The sea of robots formed a massive mechanical maze, blocking his line of sight and forcing him to navigate by instinct alone. The hunter had become the hunted, trapped in a game he couldn't escape. The moment he let his guard down, the robot struck from behind. One brutal judo throw sent Smith flying a good 40 feet. Just when he thought he was done for, the robot inexplicably spared his life. It then leaped out of the warehouse with inhuman strength, tore open a steel door with its bare hands, and bolted. But the factory was already surrounded. No matter how skilled it was, the robot was eventually captured. In the interrogation room, 6 SWAT officers stood guard. Smith slammed photos of the victim onto the table and demanded to know why it killed him. But the robot showed genuine grief and denied the murder.
I did not murder him!
It called itself Sonny and referred to the victim as father, the one who gave it a name, life, emotions, and even the ability to dream. Suddenly, the CEO of the Robotics Corporation barged in, claiming Sonny was defective and demanding its immediate destruction, clearly trying to bury the truth. The company had serious pull. Even the mayor was pressuring them to close the case, but Smith refused to back down. That night, he snuck into the victim's home and discovered a demolition robot outside, pre-programmed to level the place at 8 the next morning. Someone was desperate to destroy evidence. Before he could find anything, the demolition bot sprang to life ahead of schedule. The house collapsed around him. And Smith barely made it out alive. Back at the office, Smith replayed the victim's old interviews over and over. One phrase, having dreams, hit him like a lightning bolt. Sonny had mentioned dreaming too. The truth had to be buried somewhere inside the Robotics Corporation. Smith jumped in his car and raced toward headquarters. But on the highway, 2 massive trucks boxed him in from the front and back. Their cargo doors swung open, and a swarm of robots poured out like a plague of white locusts, descending on his car. Thinking fast, Smith yanked the wheel hard, using the momentum to throw the robots off his roof. He spotted a gap and veered onto a narrow side road, causing the trailing truck to jackknife and crash. For now, he'd bought himself some time.